Alright, so we are starting a new chapter. Oh, I was going to show you guys. Yes, Major.
You gonna come watch this in districts?
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah.
Probably not.
So tomorrow's like a
Probably
regular
not.
game?
No, it's we're taking a bus because it's just, you know, the 8 players that actually play for us.
Here we go. Alright, here's your guys' warm-up so you can look at it real quick before we get started. There you go. Delia, you just need to type in the number.
What the heck?
Oh.
That's all you needed, just the number.
Oh, okay.
You got your numbers right.
Luis,
but-
Smokey, 3 divided by 3 is 1.
So does that mean I got it right though?
Yeah, you just typed them wrong. But you gotta add 6 first to get 9.
6 plus
You gotta add 6.
plus 3.
Plus 6 would be 9.
Plus 3 times 3.
And then divide by 3. Yeah.
I'm so
Okay.
stupid.
Hey, this is your last chance, man. It's a really stupid thing to get in trouble for.
It is.
My game.
That's a strike.
We stay in trouble together. We're not doing strikes anymore, we're just doing detentions.
Yeah. No more strikes. Alright, so we are starting a new chapter. We're starting a new chapter. And we're going to start off in this chapter by talking about polynomials. Anybody know what a polynomial is?
It's a polynomial.
Polynomial.
No.
You said it wrong
That
too.
is a polynomial.
Polygon.
That's not what a polynomial is.
Does it have to do with polygons?
No. Good.
What
Guess.
about Porygon Z, the Pokemon?
No.
No.
You nerd.
That's what I was gonna say.
Alright,
Porygon
so
Z?
a polynomial, you guys have actually worked with polynomials a bunch.
Porygon,
A polynomial is just a bunch of stuff added together.
What's the
Like a bunch of variables added together. So this right here is a polynomial.
That's
That's
the
just stuff
standard
added
form.
together.
That's the standard.
Not yet. This is a polynomial down here. It's just a bunch of variables added together. That's all a polynomial is. So we're going to write this polynomial in standard form.
Oh my god.
So there are 2 parts to this.
God, it looks like a baby.
2 parts to standard form.
God looks like
How about this?
Major. Okay. There are 2 parts to standard form. The first part is you write your biggest exponent to smallest exponent. So we're going to rearrange these from biggest to smallest exponent.
I got detention now.
And we're going to do one more thing. We are also going to combine like terms, which is where we put together the same variable / exponent combination. Hey, John.
I can't even say it to myself.
Saying it to yourself is not quiet.
Can I say it quiet to myself?
No, you can't say it quiet. That's your problem. Luis. Okay.
Okay, I'm not coming back.
So, to write something in standard form, it's from biggest exponent to smallest exponent, and we're going to combine like terms, which means we're going to put together the same variable exponent combinations. So I'm going to look at this top one. I have x squared, and x squared, right? I'm going to combine these. I'm going to put them all together. And when I combine them, I'm just going to add the numbers in front together. So I'm going to do -3 plus 5 plus 8. -3 plus 5 is 2. 2 plus 8 is 10. When I combine these, I get 10x squared. So when we combine like terms, the exponent doesn't change, just the number in front.
Oh, man,
See what I tell you, man?
I'll zip
You're
it.
not quiet.
I'll zip it.
Wait, so
Okay.
pretty much.
So we have 10x squared. And in standard form, there's only one thing that's automatically in standard form. The next one, we're going to have to actually rearrange a little bit.
So it's gonna be 1 in front of the negative x.
There will be right down here. So we're going to put this one in standard form. But before I write it from biggest exponent to smallest exponent, I'm going to combine my like terms. So that is a -1x right there. Moses is right.
Good job.
So I'm going to go through and let's see. I got 3x squared minus 5x squared and plus 8x squared. I'm going to put all 3 x squareds together here. X squared and x squared, right? So 3 minus 5 is -2. Plus 8 is 6. I have 6x squared. And I'm going to keep going through and combine what I can. I've got a 3x, right? Right
And you
here.
got a -1.
And I have a -1x right here. I combine these.
2x.
3 plus -1 is just 2x. And because that's positive, I'm going to go plus 2x.
That's all we do.
Like that. Yep. And then I just need to make sure, do I have my biggest, am I going from biggest exponent to smallest exponent?
Yes.
Yes. So this is standard form.
Oh, my third.
So if you did these and you put the 2x in front, your final answer would have to have it at the end. because it goes biggest to smallest exponent. What exponent does this x have, even though we're not writing it? 1. That means one more.
Oh, my bad.
Uno means 1. Uno mas means 1. So, we have 2 and then 1. And then if we had just a regular number, which we'll see here at some point in the lesson, if we just had like a +2, that would be at the very end. So it's like 3, 2, 1, nothing. Alright, so we're going to look at this one
Equal?
on part A here.
That's the answer. Just the equation.
On part A, is there anything I need to combine?
No.
No, because I have an x and I have an x squared. I cannot combine those because this is not x
You
squared.
can go ahead and use the assessment.
But I can put it
Come here.
in.
You switch it up.
But I am going to have to put it in standard form, which says put your biggest exponent first. So for standard form, I got 4x squared. And then I'm going to go plus, because that's a positive 3x plus 3x. 4x squared plus 3x.
It's the same thing. Why do you gotta put it in different order?
Because
biggest is
you will, standard form will be more important later. Right now we're just learning how to do it. When we do things like factor, which I think we're going to learn in this chapter, that gets a lot more important to have standard. Yeah, factor gets more important. This is the intro lesson, it's kind of easy.
If I don't study what I failed the test.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I recently have not studied.
Alright, first thing, last problem. I want you to do problem, or part B right here.
No, it's not.
Too much work.
Honestly,
It's
not
not.
hard.
I'm tired.
It's also not
Alright,
hard.
first thing, last problem. Oh
Gosh.
wait, what happened to the -1?
What do you mean, it's right here?
Oh, no, I was thinking that.
Oh, Lily. Huh?
Yeah.
Fish? Oh, Luis.
What did you get?
Shall I be shush?
Okay. Shit, I did this right.
I don't eat popsicles.
Okay, I don't understand.
Alright, so we have to go through and combine like terms first.
I need some
Put together the same variable exponents.
Okay, I think I'm right.
That's x3. That's an x. That's an x. You can't put that one.
Place number 83.
Yes. There's nothing else to add to it, so it's just going to be about
So
it.
it'd be 4x plus 7.
Is there a problem?
What are you guys doing? Hand signs?
No, we're
we're
talking.
speaking.
We're talking S about you.
Yeah, we're talking S about you.
Talking to me.
In our language,
Oh, yeah.
we're talking S about
So
you.
is that right? So, wait, what?
Talking to Bull S.
Talking bull spit.
Full school. No. Does that one have an x?
Talking about some
No,
news dookie.
So we're just, it's just
Hey,
going to be
I've
like
got
a
cake
name.
for me called food.
Oh, so it's right.
Yeah.
You
We
tag
put
like
like
marks.
10 rounds of
Standard
Sound like your
form.
marks.
I say
It's biggest
I don't know
exponent.
what I was like. Yeah, so who guys know? Like, if you guys are gonna use all that.
See everybody?
Alright. Hey, sit. Sit. I'm not going to even let you guys have big
Here's the cake, right?
You guys are going
What?
to get
I don't care.
No, we weren't.
Did you go from biggest exponent to smallest exponent?
Well, would the biggest be?
We were eating, Ty.
Exponent.
We were eating.
The exponent. That's going to be in front. 14 long. Bigger than that's a one.
Okay, but if it's from, right?
All I see was
Alright.
Oh, I don't get this.
Okay. Combining all terms. Put together the same variable. We're on. Can we put
Excuse me,
an x3 with an x and an x?
I told the Dairy Queen manager
It's
that.
got to be the exact same thing. You can only put x and I'm just going to add the number in
McDonald's,
front.
we were eating.
Dairy Queen manager is my best friend.
That's it. 11x, right? So we have an 11x.
I thought you were just basketball.
And we have just numbers.
I don't get you kids that wear basketball shoes outside.
Yeah, we have the number right, but nothing to combine it, so we just run that.
Middle school, that was the thing.
Never
Until
wore
basketball
basketball
season was over, everybody just wear their basketball shoes at school.
Yeah, I never did that.
Did you say something else?
Did you do that, Moses?
Why not?
Because
Oh,
focus better when we
lesson.
where you are.
What ball?
When we're done with the lesson.
Yeah.
Good distraction from what we're talking about.
As long as you're working.
Oh yeah. it's
All right,
sure.
so let's go over this real quick.
That looks like something.
So start us off, Luis. What are we gonna combine in our part B here? 4x and 7x, right? What do we get? What?
11x.
11x. Alright, we got an 11x. And then, as I go through this, Beto, can I combine my -1 anywhere? Nope. And where's it going to go when I write it in standard form? Yep, it's going to go at the end. So I got -1 here. Magi, can I combine anything with 5x to the third?
Now,
Where's it going to go in my final answer?
it's gonna go in front of 11x.
We're going to have 5x to the third, and I'm going to put plus there because it's positive. Alright, that was our first part. It's going to get a little more interesting now. Hey, hush, we're still doing our lesson.
Could be a pawn.
You don't know what that means.
Chess piece.
Can I look it up?
No,
I'm gonna look it up.
not right now. Look it up later.
What'd you bishop?
Look it up later.
You horse.
Alright, hey, shush.
The knight.
Moses.
Being a wizard, you Moses.
Okay.
Stuff now.
So, we
What are we doing?
combined our like terms and we wrote it in standard form. We're also going to add polynomials and we're going to subtract them, but we're going to start by adding. So we're going to add 3x squared plus 4x minus 2 with x squared plus 3x minus 9. And it's really not much different, especially when we add. So to start with, if we're going to add, all we're going to do is drop the parentheses and then combine like terms. That's all we need to do when we add. Drop parentheses, combine like terms. Adding is pretty simple. So I'm going to just cross out these parentheses because when I add, they don't really matter. You don't actually have to cross them out. I just like doing it for the nice visual.
Those look like more parentheses.
I just look like big colors.
You get the idea. You could just ignore them if you want.
I don't know
And we're
if
going to go through and we're going to combine like terms. So I got a 3x squared right here, and I got a x squared. Greg, what number is in front of this x squared? Yep, we got a 1. I add them together to get 4x squared. And when you do these, I kind of like, you don't have to do this, I just like doing this personally. As I go through, I added the x squareds, right? I'm going to cross them out so I know I already did them. So I don't forget
Okay, I'm
anything.
finished.
Oh, good. What am I going to do next then, Magi?
You're gonna go ahead and you're gonna want to put that. You're gonna want to combine 4x and 3x.
What do we get?
7x.
Yep.
Get-
So we're
get
going
the
to put
additions
our...
done.
Oh, no, teaching. You got it right. Nice piece.
Beto, some other people.
Alright, I'm putting together 4x and 7x like Magi, or 4x and 3x to get 7x like Magi said. And I'm going to put plus because it's positive. And then I've got a -2 and a -9. -2 minus 9 is -11.
Yes,
I'm just
100%.
going back.
This is light work.
This was child's play, cookies.
Okay, let's do... Hang on, let me check real quick. Let's have you guys try one. You want to do one? Actually, you want to do one more as a class? Or just try this one as in class?
Let's just try this one.
Alright, I want you to do this one as an in-class problem. Since you guys sound like you're doing good. So try this one as an in-class problem.
I've done
Alright,
one.
go. Yeah, finish.
Actually, I've done 3.
Check it. Did you get the same answers?
Wait, but we're subtracting. Oh,
I'll
one
just-
more.
Wait.
That's a plus, right?
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah,
just
yeah.
drop the parentheses.
Hey, remember.
So you're gaping
I thought
out.
it was only.
KYS.
Yes, you're right.
What?
Cookie.
It'd be
I did better than Beto.
Yeah, not F.
KYS.
He said F.
I beat
He
Beto.
said S.
They didn't.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go through and let's put
He got
together
the wrong answer and I got it
p
right.
squares.
No, you didn't.
Squares, and what do you get?
-3.
Hey, you didn't.
Plus.
Is that a p squared?
Oh, wait,
No.
Ninja, no, you didn't.
no.
That's what I did. I beat Beto.
That's one p squared, right?
Quite impossible.
So you actually put that -3p squared with, or you actually put -3p squared to the p squareds.
Okay.
So keep going. You got a -3, right? We need to keep regular numbers.
Why you got that in your mouth?
Are you seriously using that?
Put it up.
Why don't you put your phone in there?
Alright.
And then we got
Look for
minus
your
3.
legs.
The third. We have any other two.
Dude, my freaking hair hurts.
Smokey, man, take a poopy.
No, I gotta go pee.
Yeah, you got something to say?
If we were doing standard, we got
Oh, so.
Goki. I need
it
to
would be
medical.
this one would be in the
Every. That's it. I need some medical.
Man, I got
Damn, sorry, I'm just.
So add these two.
Yep.
So 5. That'd be 7.
7p squared, right?
Wait, what was because of the exponent?
Okay, you keep going through. We got a minus 3.
They're
Do we have
bulky.
just regular numbers? No, minus 3. No, we already did that one. We got a minus 3 p to the third. You got any more p to the thirds?
Oh,
That's it.
Yes,
All right. So let's go over this real quick. Actually, I'll have somebody do it on the board for us. Close this. I'm gonna knock it off and hurt yourself.
So
Good man. You don't know.
Silly mongoose.
All right, we're gonna have Beto. Put this answer on the board for us.
Silly zebra striker.
Zeb strike, it's not zebra. Zeb strike.
Zip striker. Dude, I used to think that was like the coolest Pokemon ever.
Yeah, I know, you're kind of
Zip striker.
He's only 1 type.
Yeah, he's electric.
That's
Is
it.
it the zebra?
Yeah, he's like a zebra. Who doesn't like electric zebras?
I like fire horses better.
Guys, I'm kind of nervous for
Dude, I
practice
like the freaking yellow rabbit.
You what?
I'm nervous for practice today.
You're going to
A yellow rabbit?
No.
Helicopter.
You have a varsity.
Helicopter? That's not a that's not a rabbit. That's a freaking reptile. Has it in its name.
Is he not
I
bringing
do
out
a
12?
play.
He's like a
Get
lizard.
you.
He can do.
He's bring 12.
Commander.
Chance said he might not bring 12.
Really? He told Jeremy he'd bring 12.
Weird.
He's questionable.
But you and Tyler for sure?
Me time over. But since Luis didn't want to go in that one time,
She ain't already told
All
me.
right, Beto's got this on the board. There he
I know
does.
he was bringing.
On this one, we are adding the polynomials. It didn't say put it in standard form, so if you didn't write it like this, you're still fine.
What's the last one?
No, I'm just kidding.
Minus 3.
Okay,
Sorry, for real.
and I was like,
All right, nice job. So we added polynomials, which means we're also going to be subtracting polynomials. These ones are a little tougher. They're not super tough. They just got one more step. So, hey, hush.
Ooh, you have to do the fractions on these ones?
yeah, Mr. Goldie, I'm gonna.
That's not something we share, sick boy.
All right. So if we subtract, it's a lot like adding, but we got a couple things to do first.
Keep that to yourself.
So if we subtract, we're going to change the sign on
Keep that
everything
classified.
in the parenthesis after the
Keep that
minus
classified.
sign. So I'll say that one more time. When we subtract, we're going to change everything on the parenthesis after the minus sign. So I have 7x squared plus 6x, and then minus 3x squared minus 2x plus 2. This is, when I have this minus right here, it's kind of like having a negative 1 out in front. If I have a number out in front, what do I do with everything on the inside? We times it, right? We distribute it. But our shortcut for when we minus just says change the sign. Instead of a positive 3x squared, I'm going to go negative 3x squared.
I hate names.
Wait, just for that one? Just on the
for
right side?
everything after it in the parentheses. Yes, so on the right
So
side.
yes.
But not just the 3x squared. I'm also going to go plus 2x this time.
And minus 2.
And I'm going to go minus 2. So be careful, because it seems like a week from now, everybody always forgets. It's not just the very first thing. It's not just the 3x squared.
Then there's a
It's
1 in front of it.
everything after it.
What about on the left of it? Just put it
We
down
just,
the way.
yeah, we just leave it.
Alrighty.
And then on this left parenthesis, there's no minus out in front, so we just leave it as it is. 7x squared plus 6x. And after we do this, now we just combine like terms, basically just like adding. So 7x squared minus 3x squared is 4x squared. Let's see, I got 6x plus 2x is 8x. Kinsey, turn around.
Sorry.
Well, negative text.
And then I got minus 2, so I'm going to write down minus 2.
Alrighty, I got it right.
That's one gold star. You're doing well a bit, little buddy.
Alright, I'm gonna try something in class. Yeah. Alright, let's try this next one down here as your next in-class problem. Since you guys seem like you're doing good and nobody's saying not to do it.
Bulky.
Alright, that's one of the boxes in class.
That's a little tough.
Psych.
Calamander.
Zero. And zero. Zero doesn't matter.
So just put one or just leave it out?
Who's
Because it's gone.
Dunskies.
So this is right?
I don't know what to do. Check with Greg once he's done.
Hey, Greg, you done? That's you got it. Are you ready to do?
So we're subtracting, right? This is minus one.
Are you done
So
with it?
everything after it, in the parentheses, you change the sign. So that's a positive, right? So change it to a negative. And that's a minus 3x4, right? Change that to a plus.
Oh, so it'd just be 3x.
And then the one in front just stays however it is.
Oh, okay.
3x4.
Plus 3. 4 minus 3x.
Now combine your
That's on the
electrons.
sides, then on the
Okay, so
sides,
3x.
it'll reach.
So
All the characters die.
Zero, you take
That's terrible. Even you died.
Oh, I thought okay.
Yeah.
Oh, no, come on.
Every single one of the Halo guys died.
Halo reach.
What if you just be 6x?
Including that.
Oh yeah. Did I do it right,
Wait,
Goki?
no, it is.
Zero.
That would be 6x.
Doesn't matter.
Right?
I'm gonna use it.
Six,
You write it down.
I know about Halo reach one of their Master Chief is in on it.
Mr. Goki, I use the bathroom.
What?
Almost
That
done.
was the first Halo.
Come on, Goki. She said it all the
You
time.
get zero, right?
Yeah, that's
You
zero.
write down.
You die.
No,
You don't like the whole thing.
Alright, pretty good. I'm walking around. These are looking pretty good.
Oh my god.
Negative 3 plus 3.
We're just doing.
No, it's negative. It's terrible. I hate it.
Negative 3 plus 3. Zero.
Really?
No, remember you gotta change the sign on it.
Why are you guys nervous?
This is a positive, right?
You bad thing.
That's a positive there, even though we're not writing.
Hey.
So the minus, and then I can change it to a minus. Alright, these were looking pretty good. So, only thing to keep in mind, if something cancels out, so you ended up getting 6x to the 4
I know, that makes me happy.
plus 0x. You don't even need to write down the 0x.
Yeah, I got everything.
Don't even need to write down
I don't
0x.
think I'm going. I don't really score.
Okay.
Come on, just wait. Be patient, Beto. Patience.
You're gonna be so patient after this class.
I don't know,
And we're still doing that lesson. Alright. You guys are doing pretty good, so we're gonna skip these. I'm gonna do these as in class, but you guys are doing pretty good. We're not gonna worry about it.
Wait,
Um,
We're not doing good.
After the slide. Okay, there is one more thing we're gonna look at. I don't like doing this method, but your book uses it in a few problems, so I wanted to show it to
Mackenzie's
you.
sick.
Forget the book. Forget the
So we've done
Contagious.
we've done only horizontal add or subtract method. There's also a vertical add or subtract method. So the vertical method says arrange your polynomials vertically with like terms in the same column. So I have x to the third. I have
I'm squeezing my cheeks right now.
don't want to know.
I don't wanna know
You guys are
either.
freshmen. You gotta get this taken care of before.
Oh my god.
You go kid.
What is that? You
Alright,
must be
I got x to the
freshmen.
third.
Turtle hit.
Because you're not
Silly Goki.
It's coming out.
Alright, so for vertical multiply method, you arrange your terms. We're gonna put this first one on top, we're gonna put the second one underneath it, and we're gonna line up things in the same order. So I have, let's see, x third, x squared, x.
What?
I got 7x to the third. 5x squared, we haven't changed it yet. And then, on this one, I don't have any just regular x's, so I'm gonna put my 12 over here in the end.
Wait. Okay, let's go.
Okay, so I arranged things vertically and I lined up my variables in order. So I have x3, x2s, x's, and regular numbers. If we're going to subtracting, we're going to change the signs of everything on the bottom polynomial. So because I'm subtracting here, right, I'm going to make this a minus, I'm going to make that a minus, and oh, I forgot that was a minus 12 right there, I forgot to write that down. That's going to change to a plus. And then we are going to add or subtract straight down. So I have 12 right here. There's nothing to add to it, so I'm going to go plus 12. I've got a 5x. There's nothing to add to it down here, so I'm just going to go plus 5x. I got a negative 3x squared, a negative 5x squared. Make it a negative 8x squared. Add it straight down. X to the third minus 7x squared is, excuse me, minus 7x to the third is negative 6x to the third. So this is your vertical multiply method. I don't like it as much because it takes more time. I don't like it. So if you want to do it this way, great. If you don't want to, I don't care. Alright, that is it.
Do we have to do that method?
Wait, go keep
For your exit ticket, we're going to get some random numbers on here.
Yeah, go keep go back. Okay.
Sorry.
Wait, Goki, do we have to use that method sometimes?
The book sets up a couple problems that way, but you do not need to now. I just wanted to show you because the book does problems. Like, it'll show the problem just like this.
Oh, okay.
And then, I didn't want you to just look at it on
How to use the restroom.
Where's the Goki? Where is this?
Okay, you're good.
Okay.
Alright, you get it?
Yeah,
Everybody done with that one?
Oh,
Alright, everybody done with this one?
Yeah, it'll take like.
Yes.
it'll
For
take
real,
like
Moses, you done with this
97
one?
minutes.
Pants.
what?
You done with this one, Moses?
Yeah.
Alright, for your exit ticket, we're going to do some random numbers in here. So, answer this problem on your paper, put it into Socrative,
Oh my god, Goki.
and then I'll put the homework on Google Classroom. Yeah, you should actually do it this time around.
Let me go right
Why does it say?
Yeah, my phone already.
Alright, random stuff, or your random numbers are on there. So you're going to either add or subtract, or this bottom one is just to combine like terms.
You gotta show Moses that.
Alright, get going on that. I'm going to turn on Socrative right now.
You're not.
Man, this is literally what I'm doing right now.